Bienvenidos a la Feria de Cali.
If you've never experienced a Cali fair, you need to keep watching this video. Welcome to La Feria de Cali. We are thrilled to bring you along to one of our favorite annual events in Latin America. Our first Feria de Cali experience was in 2022, and it's an honor to be here for Feria again in 2024. Our video from 2022 talks about the origins of La Feria de Cali, but in today's video we're sharing our Feria de Cali experience this year, and we'll tell you the essential things to know about this fair. We're Jenny and Kevin, a Mexican couple from Chicago. Somos salseros y viajeros living in Latin America since 2021. If you're curious about life in Latin America, want travel tips from a foodie and dance fanatic's point of view, or simply want to follow along for the adventures, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. La Feria de Cali is easily one of the best festivals in Colombia, and for salsa lovers, perhaps one of the best events in the world to appreciate salsa music and dancing. Cali is Colombia's third largest city and its most diverse, and perhaps most importantly, Cali is the world capital of salsa. Caleños are incredibly proud of this identity, so their annual city fair naturally revolves around salsa music and dancing. Here's what La Feria de Cali looks like in a nutshell. The festivities are 6 days long, starting Christmas Day, December 25th, and closing on December 30th. And yes, the dates are the same each and every year. This year, there were over 10,000 participating artists, 208 musical orchestras, and 96% of events were free to the public. Over 1.5 million people enjoyed La Feria de Cali this year, including visitors from all over the world. There can be anywhere from 2 to 6 simultaneous events going on each day of the feria. Among the dozens of events throughout the week, there are 4 major parades for which you can purchase tickets. To buy tickets for bleacher seats for the parades, you can get them online or in person in Cali. The Salsodromo is a parade of the most incredible salsa performances you will ever see. There are 127 salsa dance schools in Cali, and they send their best to represent them in the parade. The Salsodromo theme this year was an homage to salsa music's journey around the world, from its Afro-Caribbean origins to its launch in New York. The era that saw the birth of salsa also heard lots of mambo, boogaloo, and cha-cha-cha.
A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need.
One sound we definitely weren't expecting was mariachi. To hear El Aventurero and to see dancers incorporate Mexican folkloric inspired moves was a really fun surprise.
Una pajarilla hermosilla. Venía volando por Río de Janeiro, disque para el Cristo Redentor. Lo más hermoso de todo el mundo.
Ven
Por sus venas corría samba.
Hoje é dia de sol, alegria de goió, é curtir o verão. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Pero a la zumba le falló el GPS y llegó fue a Cristo Rey en Cali.
Salsa wasn't born in Cali, but when it landed here, it sure did stick. Cali embraced salsa music and dancing like nowhere else in the world and made it part of their identity.
El mundial de la salsa.
Si huele a caña, tabaco y brea, usted está en Cali. En Cali se estaba el verso para su fiesta más popular. Y la salsa un día voló, y en Cali se quedó. Y la salsa un día voló, y en Cali se quedó.
The entire experience was also an homage to Latinidad, to Afro-Latinidad, to the natural and cultural richness of Latin America. Each performance more exhilarating than the next, each one taking our breath away and leaving us in a constant state of awe at this entire parade. Music, the colors, the energy is riveting, and the joy, it's contagious. This is an experience you have to live for yourself. And if you are thinking about coming to La Feria de Cali, stay tuned for an important announcement at the end of this video. If you want to learn more about how Cali became the world capital of salsa, check out the video linked at the top right part of the screen. It's a fascinating story and one of our favorite videos on this channel, so we'd love for you to enjoy it too. It's really not often that I cry tears of joy, but after the kind of year we've had, I'm feeling the need to let it out. Stress was at a new high last year, which unfortunately exacerbated my already difficult chronic health issues, and I almost couldn't believe we were back in our happy place, enjoying our most favorite event in the world.
Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón. Como suena, oye, como suena.
If you're enjoying this video, drop us a dance emoji in the comments. Salsa music and dancing are main characters in La Feria de Cali, but there is in fact more to the feria beyond salsa. Sort of. I mean, the parade on day 1 is the Salsodromo, but the parade on day 2 is La Fiesta del Pueblo, which celebrates the communities across the department of Valle del Cauca. Colombia is divided into departments, by the way, not states. Day 3 is the parade for classic and antique cars. Day 4 is the parade for Carnaval de Cali Viejo, paying tribute to Cali's cultural identity from before the popularization of salsa in the 70s. This year we didn't make it to the other parades because we were wiped out from the Salsodromo after parties. Every year after the Salsodromo, the parade street becomes a giant street party. Get ready to rub elbows, get sprayed, feel the music, and if you know the songs, sing your heart out. You're probably wondering, is it safe? With all these people and crowds, should I be worried about being pickpocketed? What if I don't know the songs? Do they play any other kind of music? And to answer the most pressing question, yes, we did hear a few non-salsa songs. In all seriousness, as long as you take the regular precautions to protect your valuables against the opportunist pickpocketer, you can expect to be just fine and have a great time. Other events we attended throughout the week included El Encuentro de Melómanos, where music lovers can find collectibles, antique vinyls, and listen to live artists. December is rainy season in Cali, so the temperatures in the evening can be cool enough to merit a sweater. And that's also likely the reason for the low turnout on this particular night. The empty chairs do make it look more empty than it is though, because right behind us are most of the attendees. Probably those who are less tolerant of the extreme volumes like us, so they choose to sit a bit further back. Another major area is El Boulevard del Rio, which is where you'll find the Lights Festival, filling the air with the magical Christmas spirit and also thousands and thousands of people. There are so many people here you can hardly move. We were able to inch our way from the crowd into the park across the river to enjoy the lights a bit more comfortably. This is the more family-friendly area with a playground, street food, and lots of twinkling lights to enjoy. Perpendicular to the Boulevard del Rio is the famous Party Street, where caleños gather not only during Feria, but weekly on Friday and Saturday nights, La Calle del Sabor. Also affectionately called La Calle de la Feria or La Calle del Pecado, this is yet another epic location to soak in the locals' love for salsa. People will take instruments wherever they go because here, you don't just listen to the music, you don't just dance to it, you join it. Above all, we spent most of our time at La Calle del Swing, the nickname for the street in front of El Mulato Cabaret, a street party hosted by the Cabaret and the Swing Latino Dance Academy. It's popular but not as densely crowded as some of the other party areas during Feria Week, so this means that there's a little more room to dance. Our salsa caleña is a little rusty, but we had a blast dancing and catching up with friends. Starting at around 8 p.m., there were a variety of dance performances from professionals and local dance academies, every single one amazing, of course. They make it look so easy, don't they? But they're professionals, so definitely don't try this at home. For the sake of not keeping you here for hours with the endless footage we have of these incredible dancers, we will move on here, but you can find these full-length videos and other behind-the-scenes content on our Patreon page. For those considering traveling to Cali for Feria, I'm sure you're wondering, with so much going on, how am I supposed to keep track of it all and make a plan? Here's what we recommend. Tip number 1 is to research the program ahead of time at feriadecali.com.co and follow these 2 social media accounts. Here's where they'll publish the event details, the physical ticket sale locations. You can buy tickets online. In our experience, though, that was very tricky. The sites were often rejecting our American credit cards and the PayPal transactions. So we ended up having to buy our tickets from scalpers at elevated prices, but now we know how to get them in person next year. The website and social media accounts really are the best source of accurate information, but often not posted until the last minute. So it is, of course, posted entirely in Spanish. And if that is a challenge for you, that brings me to tip number 2. Tip number 2, you can let us take the lead so that you can focus on enjoying yourself.
Next year, we want to invite you to experience La Feria de Cali with us.
This massive event can feel overwhelming and you can easily feel lost with so much going on, but you don't have to let that keep you from enjoying this incredible experience. We will guide you, prepare you, and have the time of our lives with you in Cali, Colombia. If you're interested in learning about this and other travel experiences with us, make sure to fill out the Google form linked in the pinned comment below.
Also, make sure that you're following us on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to this channel with the notification bell on so you don't miss an update.
So what do you say? Will you join us next year? Let us know down in the comments.
Se cuidan, se bañan y nos vemos en la próxima.
Ciao.